What's up, everyone? Welcome to the Lair, the Legion's Lair, and I am Jared Elswick Toybro. What's up, guys?
And I am Brad Jones, brother of Bjorngård.
Mike Casper, the Emir. Thank you, everybody, for joining us tonight. Tonight is epic because I personally have been wanting to have the Toybro on the Legion's Lair for a long time. And I believe, Jared, it was last year when I was putting at Legion's Con, when I was putting the schedule together, I got lucky enough to be walking by you as I was doing it, and I asked, and you graciously said yes. And
I believe my actual answer was I was a little insulted that it took this long, but
well,
I did say yes. Yes, it was an instant yes, but yeah.
Well, that's because we do the lair different than I believe every other show. I fill the schedule up for the year ahead of time. And usually it fills up so darn fast. I think what I'm going to possibly try to do for next year is maybe fill up the schedule kind of as we go. I don't know how well that will work out. I don't know.
I just wanted to give you a hard time about it. That's all.
It kind of seems like that's what everybody does anyway. And it's kind of cool that way, though, because, I mean, I don't know. We plan ahead. So for like the whole year, it's like we know who we're getting. Sure. And it kind of sucks because we're bi-weekly. So if we were weekly, then obviously we would get more heads in the year. But being bi-weekly, and I think we also do that because there's other shows, Cosmic.
There's a lot of Legions live streams these days.
Cosmic Contact on Tuesdays is, I think, coming back. So we like to see that. So yeah, there's a lot of shows we want to share with. So we want to take up all the time on Tuesday. We were gracious to even have a Tuesday in the mythic world of everyone.
Everybody gets
to be honest, yeah, exactly. We're just we just follow the Legion's lounge. That's all we do. You know, there's a lounge and then there's us. You know,
So when I got into Legions somewhere late 18 into 19, I couldn't get enough of your videos. They were amazing. And I think it was back when Siege was coming out, around the time Siege was, and Wasteland, that time and all that. But the video so darn good. And then I found out about Dork Lair. So you guys really have done an excellent job. I didn't have any figures in hand, and I wanted to know more about the line. And really, I think I watched every one of your videos, and even the bird ones. Do you remember the bird ones?
Yeah, I did some early bird ones when I first started out because I didn't have a ton of stuff, and I started with some birds, and then it got nuts from there. And then when Advent of Decay came out, I really started to kick it into high gear because it was 40 figures that arrived on the same day.
Yeah, like, sure.
At minimum, because there was more than just one box. But it's like, I guess
Could you imagine the Caballers now shitting a brick if there was a 43 or whatever?
People would lose it. A lot of will say new. Do people still say new Cabal? Is that still a thing? But no, I haven't experienced it in a long time. I mean, 40 figures
that's a lot.
It took me forever. I never even finished reviewing that wave because I just couldn't. It eventually became to the point where it's like, I'm doing one of these every day.
Yeah.
Only people that want to see Legions are going to watch, and I'm going to lose people to other stuff. Yeah. These are all I'm just reviewing the same kind of thing over and over again. I gotta do something different for a bit.
Yeah, Advent. That's insane. I think I've asked this before. That was like a $1,200 wave? Was that Mike?
I could probably ask my wife and she would remember.
I'm saying
it was something like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was a big one. Yeah.
I know we're bitching about, some people were bitching about $1,000 Dragon, but I mean, at the same time, it's like, dude, there were a time where
there was a time when that was just a wave. Yeah.
Yeah. 43 figures.
It only happened twice, but yeah.
it's equivalent to a dragon. I mean, you know, they got 43 figure, kick-ass figures. I mean, that was Could you imagine getting that box? 43 figure box.
It was 2 boxes, I think. Yeah, it was 2 boxes, 2 giant cases.
And if you look at the AOD figures, they couldn't make any more figures, so they kept on adding weapons, heads into the existing figures. That's why those figures come with so many accessories.
Yeah, it's a stacked wave.
It was a great
every angle, really.
Yeah.
The only downfall of that wave is it's predominantly 2.0, which
because that's where they introduced it. Yeah, that was the big thing. It's like we're going to do it in body style. There's females, there's smaller bodies, the slimmer bodies, you know, stuff like that. So they're all, you know, if you're not into that style of body, it's probably not a wave you really care about.
To be honest, let's think about, I mean, the one downfall to a 2.0 is what? The ankle? Is that really the downfall? I mean, other than that, usually one of the ankles gets kind of loose and then it topbles over or something. Is usually
mine have held up pretty well, but yeah, that's one of the big things.
Not all of them. Not all of them. There seems to be a few. I know Mike hates Fastia. I happen to think Fastia looks okay, but she was one that was falling down a lot, where I had to put one of those little clear Funko pegs.
Oh, a reaction stand or something, or like one of the stands that actually comes with a pop. Yeah,
exactly. Like with a little peg in it, you know, and I had to like peg her down. You know? I had to peg her down, man.
My hatred for Fastia, whatever her name is.
What's your problem with her?
Okay, so here it is. Everybody out there,
lay it out. Okay.
Their land. The reason why I hate Fastia so much is I loved All Stars. Okay, and it's an opportunity for us to get these $300 figures remade from the 1.0 wave, wave 1.
Should have been there.
This, I'm not going to call her a name. This figure keeps on popping up in the All Stars, and she doesn't deserve to be there. And it kept on pissing me off more and more, especially
a long-standing grudge.
It pissed me off. And then the little red Riding Hood head, dude. If you display her with that, no way, man. Put that helmet on.
That's so I did. I had to put the helmet on.
So that's where my hatred of Fastia came from, because she was always in there, and everybody's like, "Oh, she's such a great figure." No, she's a 2.0.
She's actually sitting on my table right now.
Yeah.
Like, no joke. You just happen to be here.
Yeah, I can't stand her because of that. But now that All Stars is done, maybe Fastia and I can have a reconciliation of some. I don't know.
Since she's lost All Stars voting, I heard, this is a rumor, I just heard that, you know, she's trying to weasel her way into the Figure Obscura line to be Red Riding Hood. So let's just see if that happens.
You know what would devastate me?
If that happens.
Got a V2, a version 2.
No, there's too many ahead of her. Yeah, there's too many ahead of her, Mike.
You never know.
She doesn't. I don't think she needs a V2.
Yeah, let's hope not.
There's plenty of other deserving figures.
Let's peek through there right now. Yeah, there's a few we could do.
Yeah,
we're getting oath though, right?
So what news do we have, guys? It's pretty quiet right now because we've had the pre-order end. And Brad, what was that pre-order?
Oh, oh my God.
That was the Isomol.
First time.
I was like, I see the sign. I see Jeremy's sign that he had custom made for him. Yes. Isomol. Which I did go back and read all of Jeremy's stories, which was pretty cool.
Excellent. Yeah.
Definitely digging those.
In fact, if you watch his Mythic Conversations show from last week, he actually reads it all to you.
I didn't watch it. Yeah,
I haven't watched the most recent one.
Yeah, he actually reads all the stories on the show.
Yep.
Oh, that's cool. Yeah,
And-
he's pretty good at that.
So it's pretty cool.
I guess so.
And it was, I know they can't do this every time because writing that stuff takes a lot of energy and a lot of time. And the man only has so much hours in the day. But it did make this wave pretty special.
Yeah, Isomal was pretty cool.
Yep.
But now we have let's see, now we have we do have an in-stock sale, I guess.
Well, I mean, you have so many things on Store Horseman now. It's really cool. I mean, if you need something, you can go there and get something that will probably satisfy your customizing needs.
Oh yeah. So I guess you could click here, but if not, you can click shop and it'll take you there as well.
Yeah.
So yeah, there's quite a few stuff there.
Now
They said this is the first time Poxus has been in stock too. So,
yep.
although I don't think he's difficult to get, but
Did I pass him?
you got an option.
I don't think I passed him yet.
Yeah, you have as a Hazar on there. Yeah, I mean, you have a lot of figures on the site right now. And if this will be nice as the waves go on, if they continue this trend, you'll be able to get figures, especially the customizers. Hey, I need this certain body. You're gonna find something unique.
I need more of these. I think this is totally like you can't go wrong with these barbarian parts.
No, you can. I bought so many of those.
I know. Like I'm like, dude, I should probably buy some more. So I guess that's about it. So
yeah.
Looks like Cosmics in the back as well as the special ones.
Well, I got a funny story. I'm making armory figures into half skeletons with the skeletal raider body, which is a fantastic figure. And I thought, oh my God, I'm going to need to get more off of the in stock here. And I went down to my stock downstairs and I had like 6, 7 extra armory figures down there. And I don't know where the hell they came from. They must have got down there and multiplied. You
definitely didn't buy them. They appeared.
Obviously, I bought them, but I don't remember. Jeez,
yeah,
I remember.
I should have just bought an all-in. Is what I should have done.
That's what I got. I got the all-in at that one in stock sale, the 10 figures,
or just bought them there at the show because I end up buying them anyway. And then paid shipping and tax, and I could have just avoided that and just bought it all right there at the convention and been like, yes.
Yeah, it's just
give myself a little bit of money, but that's
okay. Yeah, the figures are so good. Now we also have another bit of news, gentlemen. San Diego Comic-Con happened, and of course they threw out more news about the game. Do either one of you guys play role-playing games, or are you guys interested in the Mythic Legions role-playing game that I believe the Kickstarter's happening in February 26th?
I do believe that's right. Yeah.
I don't do RPGs.
Yeah.
Not for lack of interest, but I don't know when I would do it. I just don't know how I could slot that into everything else I have to deal with. So I'm really curious about what it's going to do as far as like the lore goes and what it's going to do to expand that kind of stuff. And obviously I want whatever figures are going to be in the Kickstarter, but I don't see myself jumping into the game.
I have to agree with Jared on this one. But that doesn't mean that like I wouldn't try it out, or if
Brad,
at Legion Con and they're having
I would love to do it at Legion's Con. Like that would be
that's what I mean. Yeah,
like
that would be
and have people there that know how to do it and know subject matter
and be taught by the people that know.
Help me
that
not,
would be cool.
like an idiot. Yeah,
Yeah, because right now I'm like I don't know where to go, and I don't even know like I can't trust these people down the street. I have to drive to Jersey to get my fix of D&D.
So I'm excited myself.
Yeah, I know you and your son are big.
Yeah, my son's big into Dungeons and Dragons. So he's really looking forward to this. So am I. And I think we're going to have to end up pulling you in, Brad. So you're not going to have much choice.
Well, yeah, like I said, I feel like if everyone else is involved and people I know, I have no problem, interacting or doing whatever needs to be done to have fun and
a lot of the people
enjoy
RPG games, they use their voices. You would be perfect at that, Brad.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
I have watched a lot of Big Bang Theory, so I do see Sheldon and them doing that stuff, playing magic cards and doing something similar and stuff. So,
but here's the cool thing, Brad. You could play as yourself. You could play as Broder of Bjorngard with your
oh.
You could do that.
Yeah, I could.
That would be amazing.
I mean, it could still happen.
And the Kickstarter's in February. I believe they want to have the game in people's hands maybe mid to maybe August of 26. I thought I heard something along that line. So we won't be playing the game until way past midpoint 2026.
Well, we've waited a while for the video game, so this game I think is okay with waiting.
What if this comes out before the video game does?
Dude, that would be horrible.
I'm going to make a prediction and say it will.
You might be right. Well, obviously there is a beta. I have seen people play.
I got the beta.
Yeah.
So,
but the thing is, you have to have an actual PC. I thought you could put it on my laptop, and no, it doesn't. It doesn't seem to work on the laptop. Yeah. It only works on an actual PC.
I'm just, when it comes to the video game, I'm not used to it. It's a tactics game. I'm just so lost. I'm really so lost with that. So, but anyways, any more news? Yes, we do have one more bit of news on the water right now. We have Ox Crew Book 1.
Oh, yeah.
And we have the Silver Knights from the book wave, the 10 years of Mythos wave.
Yep.
Book. And they're currently on the water. So those should be, we finally get more Cosmic Legions in hand. Jared, do you review Cosmics at all or just Mythic?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. Yes.
Do it all.
Yep. Nice. So those are on the water. I would say in a couple months, we probably have those in hand. And once we get the next wave in hand, I bet you they drop the next the third Ox Crew wave, the book 3, or however they term that. What do you guys think we're getting this month? Is it finally Legacies?
It could. I mean,
there's so many different things now. It's hard to even guess anymore.
Yeah, they're throwing a lot of stuff real quick lately, so you never know.
Yeah, I don't look for a figure obscura till the Halloween.
I was about to say, shouldn't we be getting close to another figure obscura? Maybe.
I think October and December will be the figure obscura. I think October, September, October, they have to come out with the next Cosmic Wave. This month, you would have to do Legacies. I think finally we get our Xylona. Finally, we might get our Aetheron. We're definitely getting Otho and Urzok. Maybe Thord Ironjaw. I don't know how extensive they'll go, whether it's 2, 3 figures, 4 figures.
That what they were doing for Xylona and Aetheron? I don't remember. I know they mentioned it, but they said they were going to be a Legacies thing. Is that what they were doing?
Yeah.
they didn't necessarily.
Well,
They said they were going to be version 2s, but they didn't.
Yeah, I remember that.
Going to be in Legacies
Gotcha.
like Odo.
but those isn't that technically legacies though?
That's technically Legacies, yes. So we'll see. And I think they almost have to do them in Legacies because I can't see them throwing them out in a way when they're going off the continent into these other spaces around the globe. So you never, that's the nice thing with the Horsemen. You never, just when you think you got them figured out, they throw the curveballs at you. So you never, you never can fully predict it. I guess is what I'm saying.
Yeah, Kurt, I'm looking forward to maybe that Armory Experience preview. Maybe they'll give us a little preview of the
thing. Jared, what do you think will be in the Armory this year?
I mean, part of me wants to say it's going to be a cosmic armory, but I don't really know because I don't know what it would be. Like, I don't feel like there's enough of a parts library for that yet.
Okay, yeah.
I mean, maybe there is, but like it's a lot of Tusk parts, and that's not enough.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd love, as I know we're overwhelmed with skeletons right now, but I would love some sort of skeleton armory aspect of it.
Mike, I'm hit.
Not that I don't have like 1,000 skeletons already, but
I love it. Well, I'll grab a few guys here.
I don't know if Mike's seen the post, but the post I put on the Cabal was obviously you standing in front of Amir Kaspar, one of one statue. So I kind of already know what the last answer is going to be later on tonight, but it's okay.
That looks good.
Oh yeah,
It mixed really well.
Hold on.
Yeah, I thought maybe you'd enjoy that, Jared, because you love the skeletons.
I sure do. Yeah, I've got a handful of armory figures bashed together with skeleton parts.
Yeah,
it's an easy one, and it makes it just makes a good figure, like with no effort whatsoever.
Oh god,
they're relatable to anyone. So like anybody that comes over your house that would see that and doesn't know anything about it would immediately be drawn to it because they're like, oh, it's skeleton. You know, I think anyone's drawn to skeletons.
We've all got one, so you know
exactly
something to relate to.
Yeah, definitely.
My God, my credit cards will be in the armory.
So yeah. I don't know, man. Whether they go barbarian, they already did knight. Whether they go cosmic, either way, it's going to be pretty what they throw out there. Now, what about the Second Legion's Con figures? Any idea on those?
I don't even really like speculate on this stuff. I just wait and see. Like I'm always wrong. So I'm just like always wrong with whatever it's going to be. So I don't even think about it anymore. I just wait to see what I'm going to buy.
Nice.
Jeremy's got a good point here. We did see those gold dwarf feet on 4 o'clockish or whatever. So why would they show gold a basket of gold dwarf feet? So maybe.
Oh, I missed that.
You didn't see that?
No, I didn't watch 4 o'clock Horsemen.
So yeah, I guess there was Chris just showed real quick a bin of gold dwarf feet. So
dwarfs,
but
wow. Dwarf
dwarfs would be cool. But do you think it'd be mixed with some other stuff?
I hope it's not just dwarves.
Well, that's what I mean. What do you think it'd be like dwarfs and something else where you like? I don't know. You can pick
was
out
it like an armor? I didn't see it either. Was it like one of the an armored dwarf foot? Their kind of signature boots, or?
I think it was.
Well, that could be any knight boot.
Well,
some dwarves have that like fat foot.
Yeah,
with
whatever it was the
distinct
dwarf foot that everybody was like, that's definitely a dwarf.
Yeah.
Foot. But why would you have those? Why would you have a basket of gold dwarf?
It's Chris. It could be anything.
And then that is true.
He had them made just for misdirection. You never know.
Yeah, son of a bitch. That freaking Mr. Poop. That's straight poop.
Straight poop. Oh my God. Well, do we know of any other news out there? I think that's about it. I think it's quiet.
I mean, well, there is CarverCon going on next year. Did get my shirt in the mail, so thank you, Brian Lynn. Appreciate you.
That is going to be awesome.
That will be here in Ohio, in Columbus, just about less than 2 hours from us. So we'll be happy to attend that.
Yeah, and I have high hopes for CarverCon. I think this is going to be the Midwest Legions show now that PowerCon is gone.
It's in June, right? Am I right? June?
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So it's less than a year away.
Oh yeah.
Those are crunch time numbers. Crunch. Those are crunch time numbers, people. Get in there. That's good. Love it.
Let's get on with this epic interview that I have been waiting so long for. For the people who don't know, and I don't know how you don't know this if you're on YouTube. Okay, we have one of the best Legions reviewers, one of the best action figure reviewers on YouTube on the show tonight, Toybro Jared Elswick, with us. Sir, I want to go back memory lane from me for a second. I was at it was 2022 PowerCon. I was at Pixel Dan's booth, and I was asking him for a picture. And there you came up to the booth, and I go, oh my God, two of the best reviewers right here in front of me. And I said to you, I said, get over here into the picture. Do you remember that?
I do, yes.
And
I do, yes.
Brad has a picture.
Hold on. I think I have a picture. Let me.
I was excited as all
I'm going to send it to Lauren so I can go find it in Messenger.
Was that the first Ohio one?
Yeah, first Ohio one.
The first of two.
Yeah.
Yeah, the first of two.
You guys couldn't have been any nicer.
There it is.
Yep.
And Mike, you were wearing a Legion Blair shirt, man. Look at that.
Absolutely.
With your name on it.
That was such a good show.
Yes. Oh my God.
That was a kick-ass show. It really was pretty.
And the 2023 one was infinitely better, I think. But
I think it. Yeah. Yeah, that's a great picture there.
I miss PowerCon.
Yes, I do too. Now, apparently, Jared, oh God, the movie, the new Grayskull movie is coming out, and Val said if it passed Kickstarter, that he was.
Yeah, he made that comment that he said that if the Fall of Grayskull gets made, that he'll have to do PowerCon in 2026, and I took that to mean that it's happening, because that's just the dumbest thing to say otherwise.
Yes,
you can't say that with, I don't know how many people were watching, but it was quite a few. I think there was like 100 people watching at least. I wasn't
watching that, and I knew about it almost instantly because I had people like texting me and messaging me about it. I'm like, oh well, okay. I guess that means PowerCon.
That's funny because somebody messaged me and was like, "Hey, I know you've been talking shit about Val," and I'm like, "I fucking have. I sure as hell have. That son of a bitch." And but to be honest though, I've never met Val, but at the same time, I'm sure he's a nice guy, and it probably does take a lot to do a con like that. And I mean, what's kind of cool is I know people were talking about Brian Lynn doing CarverCon, but at the same time, what it sounds like is CarverCon and PowerCon are completely different.
Yeah, I mean, they're not going to be a 1-to-1 comparison at all.
Yeah, they're two different things happening. Would it be cool to have those guys at PowerCon? It would, but not at $500 a booth. You know, like those Mythic guys aren't going to pay $500 a booth to be.
CarverCon's going to be a more intimate con,
custom Mythics
only.
So it's almost going to be like a mini Legions con.
That's how I'm taking it. Like he's using the
Yeah.
folks within the community to
Yeah.
pump it
it'll
up.
be
And
another-
those people are going to be the ones that are there. It's likely going to be a lot of the same folks that we see at Legion's Con,
Yeah.
which sounds fine to me.
Yeah.
Um,
But if he's gonna have it in June and PowerCon will be still in August, I'm gonna be at both.
that's
those.
far enough apart that you can have them both. Yeah.
Yeah, and that's totally cool. That's totally cool. So I would like to see Val come back in the mid-August next year. A year from now, I'd like to be there. If not in that convention center, which I think that was a kick-ass convention center to be in. It was just huge.
It's a good
and
location. It's got that awesome pizza place right across the street.
I missed out on that. I missed
that pizza. I missed that pizza, man.
I went back there last year, and sure enough, the "My Wife's Gonna Kill Me" podcast sticker is still across the street.
It is
on the lamppost. Nice. Me and Lauren, we went to the crew soccer game, and it's right down the street from it. So I go, let's just park here and walk through. And we walk through, and right where it got me, that's where I said Val was kind of making some fibs, and that's why I said I called bullshit on that, because I walked through the convention center in August, and he said there was conflict interests, and that's why he couldn't get it there. There was nobody there. So it was like, I don't believe that, because I walked through there in August and nobody was there. So I just think he didn't want to tell what really happened. And that's
fine. It had been a financial thing.
It was financial, and that's fine. But don't sit here and blow smoke up everyone's ass when just say, hey, I'd rather him be like, dude, I lost out. I lost my ass like on this. And next time I won't focus on that. I'll focus more on the stuff that's like making me money and not the stuff that like make me money.
Do you two remember PowerCon 23? Brad and I were in line, and Jared, you came up.
I think Jared was with us.
With your backpack, and you showed us the PowerCon tribute.
I was walking around like a drug dealer, like, hey, you want to hit real quick? Like,
and you gave us one, man. We were playing with him.
Yeah.
It was Scourge and Operative 83.
I love that figure. It's ridiculous.
Yeah.
Let's say I think we were in line a couple. I think even the first year, maybe on Saturday, I think Jared was in line with us or something. Or it seemed like everybody was there. I know it seemed like a lot of us cut. I don't say that, but I think we did. I think a lot of it. We were just kind of grouped together, and then like when it went time to go in, like the group just went in. Like we didn't mean to do that.
See, I don't know about that, because my first memory of Jared was that Pixel Dan booth. And I was
maybe you're thinking of 23
struck with Pixel Dan, and when Jared walked up, I'm like, "Oh my God, is this actually freaking happening?"
It is multiple days. It's Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. So,
but Jared, here's the first question here we want to ask you.
Oh yeah, this is an interview.
What got you into? What got you into action figure collecting as an adult, and how long have you been collecting toys?
I know this.
As an adult, I've been doing it forever, basically. But there have definitely been times where I stopped, or it wasn't cool to buy toys. When I was in freshman year of high school, maybe, or something like that. But in terms of like actually being an adult, Motu Classics is what got me back into whatever state of affairs you would say I'm in now. So,
and that was the big one. I think that was like 08 or 09.
Yeah.
Like that.
So and that's really what got me into like a deep line again. And then it kind of branched out from there.
Nice. So I guess that throws us into the next question. How did you start collecting Horseman Studio product? And I suppose it's from the classic line.
There would have definitely been some instances like when I was younger that I had some of their Spawn stuff, but I wouldn't have known it was them at the time, But yeah, Horseman stuff, Motu Classics, and that got me into Legions once I started seeing that stuff on like the He-Man.org forums when stuff started to sort of come out that they were doing their own line, and to learn more about who they were and that it's not some faceless guys that just work for Mattel.
Yeah.
Okay, so I have to know this. We're going to branch off here a little bit of Motu. You're younger than me, Jared. So I'm thinking your favorite Motu character is probably one from one of the later waves. What's your favorite character?
Stinkor.
Yep.
Ooh.
I think he was maybe the third or fourth wave.
Something like that.
Yeah, Stinkor.
Stinkor is my all-time favorite Motu He-Man character.
Now, as for Mythic Legion tribute Stinkors, how do we feel?
I think he's okay, but he wasn't my
Right.
ideal choice.
Mike, I hear Mike laughing at this.
I understand why they made him like that. but,
Oh yeah, no doubt.
like I get it. Like it worked, but
I think it worked. I think all of them work in a weird.
some work better than
way.
others. You know, you
Yeah.
can't translate one-to-one in this line sometimes. So some just we have the parts and it works really well, or sometimes they got to get creative and it sold it well enough, but he's a little rat guy. So
There's a few Motus I think that are no gimmies though. Wouldn't you agree? Like Skeletor,
Keltis.
Keltis. He to me that is a great.
that's
tribute.
that's one of my favorites. Yeah.
Yeah. So
I
I'm
mean,
like, that's-
Keltis is up there. Unken is really good.
Unken is good in his own way too, because I mean, it's like when I tell people that who are Motu fans, they're like, "He's an orc. I don't understand." And I'm like, "Yeah, you're look past that."
Yeah, you have to look past the skin color on that one. Everything
Yeah.
else, like this is
I'm like-
obviously Man at Arms.
Yeah, I'm like, that's not his name, but like, I'm like, if his name was Man at Arms, then yeah, we would have a problem. But that's not his name,
Right.
bro. But like the armor, gives it away that that's who it is. So
And it's clear. It's obvious that that's what it is. Like if
Yeah.
you know Masters of the Universe, you look at that and like, yeah, that's him, obviously.
my mom came over to my house, looked in my cabinet, and goes, "Is that She-Ra?" And I go, "Yeah, it is." I was like shocked. And she
The Lord
picked out-
Dragul is up there for me as well. Like that Hordak tribute
Yeah.
is amazing. And the way they did Imp by putting that skull on the axe,
Oh,
amazing. Loved it.
Well, and you can make the actual action figure Hordak with the Xenothon gray parts.
Use those limbs, yeah.
Yes.
Have the gray instead of the blue.
Yep.
JD Gibson, Toybro, thank you for introducing me to Mythic Legions and keeping me entertained during my Motu Classics collecting.
That's awesome, man. That's awesome.
I apologize for any and all bank
Yeah.
account depletion that may have occurred. That's not my fault.
JD, he brings his son along, so I mean, it's a family event now. It's a family event. It's cool.
So we're going to get into the Toybro YouTube channel. For all the people that are going to watch this that are not familiar with the Toybro YouTube channel, can you explain it to us, Jared?
I mean, there's really not a lot to it, right? I'm just talking about action figures and what they do and what I like about them. And that's really what it is. I don't, sometimes review is not like the best word for in some cases, because a lot of the stuff that I talk about is stuff that I just like. So it's why do I like it? And, maybe that'll influence whether you want to look at something or get into something new. But I just like to talk about the stuff that I like, the lines that I collect, and why I like them. Legions obviously is a big thing for me, and Masters of the Universe is a big thing for me. It's all the stuff that I would be collecting anyway, typically, but now I'm just mouthing off about it online.
Twiddles.
So,
But I just try to get into how they work, and if there's problems, let's talk about them. Is there something wonky about this figure? But try to be fair with it.
what was the origins of it? How did you come to start reviewing figures?
I mean, I typically go back and say that my wife is the reason that I do this, because we were having a conversation about stuff like this and toys and, channels that I had been watching at the time. And she's like, you could do this yourself, And I think really it was her way of saying, stop talking to me about these things and go talk to somebody else. So I just like, okay. And then the next day I was doing it. So that was really it. There wasn't a lot of thought to it. I'm just like, yeah, sure. She says I can, and I can spend some time doing it. Let's do it. We had just had our daughter though. So it was like, it probably wasn't the best time. So, like she was 4 months old and I was starting this YouTube channel to take time away from everything. It's like, this is going to give me a little peace and quiet for a little while. She can have a break. I'll have a break in our own ways. And then it became, I don't know, I guess I got at least marginally successful enough with it. So it just kept going.
I would say successful, right?
This is an interesting question here that I've always wondered about. What is the process you have to go through in order to make one video? It's got to be extensive.
It can be. It certainly can be. It really depends. Like, it depends on the figure, and it depends on like my familiarity with it. Like, I can burn through a Legions review super fast because I know the line. Like, I have tremendous experience with them at this point. Like, you get a Legions, you kind of know what to expect with it. So there's not a lot of surprises unless there's something brand new, or, if it's when they, redo a body or something like that, or give us brand new articulation. But if it's something that I'm not familiar with, like, it can take a long time. Like certain stuff, like import figures in particular, where they come with, an ass load of accessories. All that stuff takes time. I've got to figure out, do I even know what all this stuff is? Is it something that I'm not familiar with enough to even talk about it?
I was going to say, probably the newer stuff, you may even have to do research on certain things, just so you know what you're, like you said, so you don't sound like.
Right. And like, sometimes there'll be like a weapon or something included. And I'm like, I don't know what this is called. So I'll try to figure out what it's actually called.
Yeah.
Rather than just saying, here's whatever this is. I could at least try to give an educated guess of what it is rather than just talking out of my ass about it. But, some do take a long time, and that there's some things that I don't review because I know that they're going to take just too long.
Well,
Won't have enough time for it.
There's a wide range of different action figures.
And I review like tons of different stuff, so it's not just it's not just Legions by any stretch of the imagination. It's most lines I've touched in one way or another. There's very few lines that I can think of that I don't actually have talked about at least once. Obviously Super 7 stuff I'm pretty heavy into, Motu stuff, a lot of import stuff.
Now,
things like that.
Do you ever think about how many people you've impacted to do the same thing as well? Or maybe you don't even know that you've maybe encouraged people to do their own reviews or do their own thing.
I mean, I've had people tell me that they've started because of me, but I haven't really thought about it in that way. The more I think about it, the more people talk to me about, like, I started buying this thing because of you.
Because you watched your video.
Yeah, because like, I specifically, like, the first Legions Con I went to in 2022 was the first one I made it to.
I saw you there.
That was like more of an eye-opening one, like, where a lot of people, because I guess it's safe to say I'm one of the bigger Legions reviewers when it comes to this stuff.
No doubt.
A lot of people were coming up to me that I'd never met before. Now I've met them a few times at this point, but were telling me, you're the reason I got into this line, or et cetera, et cetera. The amount of times I got stopped that Legions Con was kind of weird really. It was kind of a weird experience because of that, but in a good way.
Well, it's funny you say that, because that's when I started watching you, because I remember seeing you in the lobby and like all these people were clinging to you and I didn't know who you were. And I'm like, who's that guy? Because everybody seems to know him and like him. And like, I think Mike was, oh my God, it's Toybro. Mike knows everybody. Well, Mike knew exactly who you were. And I was like, oh, and I remember going over and I think I said hi, it was real quick and short. It wasn't until PowerCon, I think, we actually started talking more and getting to know each other more.
I started watching, I said back in late 19, your Mythic reviews, but it's really is cool you're watching this person do their thing all the time, and then you get to meet them in person. And then when they're gracious and they're so nice too, it makes it even better. So the people at Legion's Con were probably having an amazing time.
Oh, they were. It was, yeah. Everybody was like, Toybro. And I'd heard your name before. So it wasn't like I'd never heard your name. So it was almost like I had heard your name and I'm like, oh, okay, yeah. And then it kind of like, and then just picked up from there. So it was cool to see that, you know, be like, oh yeah. I didn't even know I was around royalty. I mean, I was,
right, yeah.
I was just,
how dare you?
Well, Mike, even at Legion's Con 21, I didn't know these people. I was still new, but I loved the line. I had all the figures. It's funny because I had I think I was 3 away from the line at 21 Legion's Con, and
were you in 21 Legions? You had that many back then?
I was either 3 or 7 away. It was somewhere. It was under 10. It was under 10 when I was at Legion's Con 21. And you're like, oh yeah, look, there's Corn Boy and there's Eric, and I'm like, who are these? Like, yeah, I don't know who they were, you know. He's like, look, there's Trevor. I didn't know who Trevor was, you know. Like, it was Mike introduced me. Like, look, I remember him saying, "There's Dorklair," and I'm like, who the fuck is Dorklair? Who is Dork? Who? Like, I didn't know. And I'm like, that guy with the ponytail. That's oh yeah, oh my God, Bill's great, you know. I'm like,
that guy with the ponytail, great.
I'm like, I didn't know who these people were, but it's so great to then like see it now and be like, boy, I'm walking past people that I had no idea. I bought a figure off Corn Boy, and Mike's like, oh, you bought a figure, huh? Who? I'm like, H.E. Mays or something, or something like that. Dude, it's Corn Boy. Oh my God, you talked
worth $1 million. Put it down.
And I was like, I don't even know who that is. He's like, he's the owner. And I'm like, of Mythics? I'm like, well, why was he selling Seventh Kingdom figures on? I don't know, but he was. I bought some Seventh Kingdom figures. It's good times. I love stories like that.
Oh yeah. Next question is, tell us how your epic theme song and your epic orange background came to be.
This is a pretty anticlimactic answer because it really was just an accident.
It's an accident.
The music was like royalty-free music, and I was like, you know what? I like this, and I couldn't stop. Like, I heard it once. I'm like, I kept listening to it. I'm like, okay, yeah, let's just try this. And then I had people that I'd met at, I think, the first PowerCon that I ever went to, were specifically asking me about that music. I'm like, okay, I guess that's okay to keep using that because clearly it's at least gotten somebody's attention. But the background, when I finally switched to orange, it really was sort of an accident. It was kind of more out of necessity at the moment because I had changed where I do my reviews. They were in a different room in the house, and I had moved all my setup down to my toy room in that house at that time. We don't live there anymore. And that room, I painted it orange. So the first couple of videos where the background is orange is literally the wall. And then I got a lot of, I guess attention is the word, or at least a lot of comments, people asking about, you know, the orange and how it stood out. And then people started recognizing that if they saw that, it was me. So it was kind of readily identifiable. And then I was just like, okay. And then I figured I'll just try that. And it sort of stuck. It's not like it's my favorite color or anything. I mean, it's kind of become that in many ways, but it really was just sort of an accident. I didn't intend for it to be that way, but only in the rarest of circumstances does an orange background bite me in the ass when it comes to reviewing a figure. So I was like, most figures are going to be good in front of this until I get like a translucent orange figure. I'm like, well, this, you can't even see it, or, you know, stuff like that. And it's so rare that I work around it as best I can. But usually it's just, you know, it's fine. So I was like, yeah, this will work. And then I don't know, I feel like if I change it now, it's kind of like, I'm going to start, people aren't going to recognize my videos anymore.
True that.
Because I've thought about it, but I would just end up changing it to something that somebody else already does. So I don't want to do that.
Maybe, you know what you could do? These are suggestions. We have Chevy orange. You can get Cleveland brown orange. There's
if you get Cleveland brown orange, your viewership on your
We'll go to shit.
will go down to 0 because they're losers. They will always be.
I'll steer clear of that particular shade.
Now, Chevy Orange. That's a cool color. That's a cool one. Cool. Just say. The intro though. I mean, it's very catchy. I don't know if you can hear. Or can we hear this?
Can we play it, or will we get flagged or something?
Yeah, it's like free music that I found from this guy that just makes a shit ton of free music, and it's like, you know what? Sure, let's try it. And that's why Stinkor's in the intro too, because he's my favorite.
That damn music gets me so damn pumped.
I was honestly surprised when people said that they actually liked it or that it was like memorable to them in any way.
It's like, I don't know. I don't think like that about our intro, but like I feel like Schmerber's, like the New to Mythics, like there's something about his that gets me.
This is good. I like that.
Yours gets me. There's somebody else. Justin's Action Figure Minute. Is very catchy at times. So I like that. This is your Action Figure Minute.
Well, you know, Curtis's that Jeremy DeWitt made, every time I watch his show and that intro, I keep on singing that intro. So Jeremy DeWitt is like a master at that.
Well, he did remember when we went up to Muskegon, like the whole weekend, like it was like Muskegon, panels coming, action figures and more.
And it does have more.
Yeah, and so he does those little intro things. He did the Off-World intro. Yeah, so DeWitt's got some.
This is cool.
He's got some wits to him. What up, Greg?
Now,
tall, big.
It was exciting for us fans to get to see you.
Did you read that, Jared? But Toybro can get dude wipe sponsored.
It was exciting for us as fans to get to see you and Dorklair go up G-Con 2023 and get to introduce a figure. What was that experience like for you?
Well, it wasn't as good as your experience.
Well,
but no, it was great. Like, I mean, I knew about it beforehand because Jeremy warned me, I guess, that you're going to go up there if you don't mind. Like, well, obviously I want to do that. But that whole weekend in general was like so new to me because it was not the same kind of Legions Con that I had been to the year before. You know, we're at a different place. I was at intern that year. So, you know, I had the full experience that year. And then to be up on stage or whatever we want to call it at the table to reveal that figure. I mean, it was cool. It was just an unexpected experience that really made it kind of like the highlight of the weekend for me.
That's awesome.
Well, one of them anyway, because there was a lot going on.
That you guys introduced, because for the life of me, I can't remember.
I don't remember what her name is. It's the female
Shadow Elf.
Yeah, Shadow Elf. I was like, what is it? What kind of elf was it? Yeah.
What's her name? I can't think of it. It's I can't.
I'm terrible with wave names of figures until I actually have them in hand. Like I just forget who it is and who's coming until they arrive.
That wave was a little crazy for us.
You don't.
So in intern, you mentioned intern. You guys went to intern, and our first time at intern was really special. So it's just you're overwhelmed with the amount of stuff.
Yeah,
there at the studio.
It's just a lot to take in. It's not. I guess it's like probably nothing like anybody would expect it is. Like you don't know really what you're walking into until you're there. And then it's like, oh yeah, this is a place where people actually do their day jobs. But it's also all about action figures.
Yeah.
And there's all this like history all over the walls and in the cases. And like, holy shit, they've got like all these old Motu Classics 2-ups in here and like all this stuff that's like one of a kind and all of these pieces of history to like, you know, one of my favorite toy lines of all time, just sitting around. And not to mention, you know, how nice and welcoming they all are. And
Yep.
the people in general. Well, that's a given at this point, but like
Red
it
carpet.
was just a different kind of experience. So definitely not something I would have ever wanted to pass up. I'm glad I got in that year.
Yeah,
and then, of course, took Bill with me, so that was fun. Yeah.
What was the bust did you get?
It was that was the year they did a cosmic bust. It was Ias, the Grable one.
Gideon. Okay.
Yeah, so it's one of the odd ones out, I guess, depending on how you want to describe it, because it's the only cosmic one so far.
Now, did you paint yours or did you leave it blank?
I can't paint for shit, so I was like, I'm just gonna ruin it. Like, I'm not gonna ruin this. It sits on my desk unpainted. It's gonna stay that way.
That's what me and Mike did.
Yeah,
I mean, the thought of painting it, and I saw a lot of people painting them, and they look great. I'm like, I'd rather just leave it the way it is. This is kind of it's not a one of a kind thing, but it's a one of a kind thing for me, and I won't have another one. So
yeah, I was really happy when we got Belphegor, because I thought Belphegor was a kick-ass figure, and
I would argue that that's probably the best bust so far.
I think that, to me, I see other ones, and I'm like, those are cool, but I'm like, I don't know if it's just because that's the one I went to.
I like Belphegor though, so
yeah, Belphegor was cool.
Malleus, I've been trying to get my hands on a
Mike's still trying to trade his for Malleus, huh?
Everybody out there, I got a Belphegor unpainted for a Malleus unpainted. If you got it, hit me up. Let's make this happen. Let's make this happen. So we've been talking about your intern experience and your overall experience for 2023. What was Legions Con 2024 like for you last year?
I mean, last year was pretty similar, really, in many ways, because I was at intern again, but I wasn't an intern. They let a lot of folks come back, obviously. So we got that experience again. And I mean, even though it was kind of seeing a lot of the same stuff, it's like, yeah, I want to see this again. I want to do it again.
Oh yeah.
And then just in general, I mean, that weekend was pretty much top for me in terms of conventions, I think, for the longest time. That was a really good weekend. We got awesome reveals and I got cool stuff. We had the armory experience, which was fun. Getting to do it early was fun and kind of see how it was going to work. And I mean, but truth be told, I really just go to hang out. So, I'm not there to bring back a carload of toys. Like, the chances of me needing a whole bunch of figures are pretty slim, honestly. Like, I'm not looking to buy a bunch of old stuff when I go to Legions Con. So I really just go to see everybody at this point. It worked out pretty well.
Brad and I've had a table at Legions Con for the last 3 Legions Cons?
Yes.
And we are so excited not to have a table this year because we want to enjoy the experience without a table. We want to be able to hang out with the community more without the table. So I'm really looking forward to this year.
So when I was looking for a picture of Jared to put on the post, I'm like, I know I have to have a picture somewhere of him, and I think I do, and I must have I think I was scrolling too fast and couldn't find it, but I did come across some now that you were just speaking of. And Mike, it does look like you and Jared were in the same group last year at intern.
Were we?
That's Jared sitting there.
Where is
with
that?
Looks like
that's Nate's thing.
Yeah.
And then there's Bill and looks like Recon Rage, and then there's the Raccoon Man himself.
Yeah,
the Dirk.
And Dirk found the Otho head. Dirk found the Otho head.
Oh, did he?
Yeah.
See, then I have this picture. Let me see. Is this the picture I want? Yes. I took this picture because it was right after, literally, I think you guys went in first and we were like transitioning groups. And your group had just bought your stuff and our group was getting ready to come in. And a lot of people were just leaving, but like you and Bill Like,
They were like, no, we have to mess with these right now. Yeah.
what people don't realize is in this picture, like the Army experience is literally like 6 feet to the right here. Like,
Right.
like
It's right behind us. Yeah.
yeah, it's like right there. It's literally right behind you guys. So you guys literally bought them, walked over, and immediately broke. I watched you guys break.
Yeah. We just started breaking them down and
You got rid
building
of
figures.
all the
Yeah.
bags and literally put everything together, and you guys did it so quick. And I was so amazed by that. I'm like, look at these reviewers.
It was really weird. It was really hot in that particular spot because of the window. So we set the figures in the sunlight to warm them up a little bit, and then we could pop them together easily.
Very hot down that hallway to the stairwell. And then there's Brett Stoddard. Nobody talks about that. And I think that's Nate Strong again.
They're thinking about how much money he's about to drop because he bought about 1 million damn figures.
I bet you he did. We always talk
That's
about
Nate
his
in the back.
Yeah, that's Nate Strong.
Yeah, I was about to say, yeah, there's Nate right there. Oh, I'm here. I'm pointing my arrow. You guys can't see it.
Okay, so right in front of us, is that Blake?
Yes,
Yeah.
this is Recon Rage Blake. So it looks like he was in that group with you guys.
Yeah, he was in the group with us. Yeah.
Now, if they could have cleared these LED lights off the tables here for you guys would have been really killing it, man. Killing it.
You can't have
Yeah,
that.
we ate our pizza, we got our figures, and we started putting them together. Yeah.
Yeah. It was I was literally the one photo that I found, and I was like, oh my God, I can't believe I don't have other photos. But
That was so much fun. I love that.
That would, as soon as I saw it, I go, and I think I even said out loud, I think after that picture you may have looked at me because I said, damn, look at these damn YouTubers and reviewers.
You probably did say some smart ass thing.
I know they all like looked at me like, we're working. But it was cool to see you guys there doing that. I thought it was a cool experience to actually
Oh yeah, I bet you a lot of fans got a kick out of seeing that.
It was such a cool thing. I loved it.
Brian, you watching?
Oh yeah, we mentioned CarverCon, buddy.
You're watching.
We're excited about that.
I got a 2X. I actually like this 2X. It fits nice. I feel like all my shirts shrink anyway, so I'm like, it maybe just a tad big, but I'm okay with that. So it'll shrink and be good. It's a nice shirt.
Jared, how excited are you for Legions Con 2025? We already know that your big thing is seeing people, being able to commune with the community. But how excited are you?
Yeah, I'm beyond ready. We are.
Nice.
We got 3 months. I'm ready.
Yeah.
You know
We'll
what?
be there.
You know what though? We ate dinner with Jared. What was it? 2 years ago at
Big Dub.
With Big Dub and paid for our meal.
Oh yeah.
We didn't do that again last year, so we'll have to meet up again in the pub and eat. And get
There's only so many meals. It's hard.
I know. You got to get in there. You got to get in there when you can with your peeps.
And the community just keeps growing, which is a wonderful thing. So each time we go back to Legions Con, we're meeting new people. It's wonderful. And then getting to see old friends.
Yeah.
What a great community.
September, October. Yeah, 3 months. Jesus.
Now, Jared, do you know what time it is?
Oh shit, Jared.
Oh shit! Turn up. The heat.
I'm nervous. Let's do it.
Turn the heat up, Brett. Turn it up. 1.0 bun. Now, Jared, did he send you the package in the mail with the flame retardant undies?
I am prepared. Yes.
Okay. Then you're going to make it through this, I believe. You're going to make it through. What temp do you have it up to?
Oh, hold up. We can get, there we go. There you go. Get some on his head. There we go.
You got to help him. Help him.
Double fister. Not even Legions Con yet, and we're double fisting, baby.
Okay, my friend. You are in the official Legions Lairs hot seat. First question. What is your favorite Legions faction or affiliation, and can you explain why?
I mean, it's Necronominus. Easy.
Yes! I am pranked, Michael.
Woo!
I mean, I've been saying for years in videos that skeletons are like my favorite thing. So you kind of gotta. I kind of have to go with the faction. Plus, it's only gotten better over time.
What, her baby oil. This ain't a P.
Wow.
Diddy
Baby
party.
oil.
Yeah, they ain't P. Diddy
Oil me
party.
up.
Brad, I think you're in trouble, baby.
I'm in big trouble.
Physical play this episode.
Dude, it's been a while since I won. Well, you know what? I take that back. There was a neutral. Remember, there was a draw. There was a draw, and I took that as a win.
Who was the draw? I forget. That was a couple episodes ago.
It was.
Yeah, I can't. I should.
I'll go back.
But okay. Question number 2. That was a great answer. Oh my God, what a great answer. What is your favorite Legion's race, and can you explain why? Obviously, we know the answer to this.
This could go 2 ways, but typically skeletons. Yes, I just like skeletons. It doesn't have to be Mythic Legions. I like skeleton toys, so it works. And skeleton legions they're hard to beat.
Is there a runner-up though?
It's probably not what most people would ever say. I love the demons from the Poxus faction, like Azar and Zazar. Those are some of my favorite figures in the entire line.
Wow. Okay.
They're not like top 5 or anything, but they're really up there. And I think it's mostly just because they're like goofy colors. One's bright baby blue, one's yellow. They've got unique heads, and then there's only a couple other figures in the entire line that look anything like them. Zarya is one of them, and then you've got the combined form in Azahazar, and
I think it's cool to mix the 2 colors and make green. That is pretty.
Oh yeah,
I completely. It never crossed my mind that when we finally were going to get like his combined form, I'm like, okay, he's going to be just another demon. I never thought that he was going to be an ogre, but then it never crossed my mind that he would be green. Like it's an obvious thing, but it just
exactly.
Like it's just sure, it makes perfect sense.
I think Mike was like, oh, he's going to be green because of the 2 colors combined, and I was like
it just never dawned on me that that's exactly what it would be, and of course that's exactly what it was.
Ogre scale, so that was shocking to me as well.
Well, I cheated, and this is why I cheated when I said that. I remember watching the first G-Con, and Eric's son, got on there, and he says, "I can't wait for the demon. I can't wait for the green big demon to be made." He said that.
And they did say that Azahazar had been playing for years and years too.
And I got to thinking, well, these 2 combined, they would combine and make a bigger form. Yellow and blue makes green. So Nolan helped me with that a lot.
That's cool.
When I
the earliest Legions leaks right there. Look at that. From within too.
King Noglin was helping us out, that son of a gun.
But King Noglin at the time was really young. So he did it,
It obviously didn't get very far because I've never heard about that. So
yeah, it was on G-Con. Yeah.
He walked in the room with his dad sketching some. Ooh, I was like, I need that. Don't say anything. Then he comes on and says it.
Okay, what race that does not yet exist in the Legion's lines would you want to see made?
Well, if we had not gotten Snake Men already, it would have been a Snake Man. And I've been saying that one for a long time. I've wanted that. But I want Mermen. And not like Merman from Motu necessarily. That's fine. But Mermen.
Okay. I got
amphibian, like
Mike,
stereotypical fantasy mermen.
Is it time, Mike?
It is. Pull that sword out and knight this man.
You will be knighted. You were saying some kick-ass answers that are straight to me and Mike's heart. You son of a biscuit. You will be knighted for the first time ever in the Legion's lair. You son of a gun.
You are now an official knight of the lair, my friend.
Is that an Atlantean sword?
It is.
It is.
It is.
Terrific.
I found it in a cave. Some dumbass left it there. They were skeleton bodies with their little armors, and I was like, "It is mine now, you little bastards." Crom wanted me to have it. He laughs at your 4 winds.
Oh my!
Speaking of, I should have said this. Maybe this is why Jeremy put the hearts here. I just now realized that his picture is actually a purple demon. Did you notice that? Yeah. It's kind of cool.
Yeah. Oh, he likes demons too, I take it. I love the red demon too. I made a figure out of that.
The red
I
demon.
mean, Belphegor kind of falls into that same category for me because he kind of feels similar in that way.
Yeah.
But he's obviously not. But
Yeah.
he kind of comes across as like this otherworldly, demonic sort of thing. He's more like a hellscape kind of guy than like an outer spacey demon kind of thing, which is what I get from the Poxus guys.
I kind of want to see Belphegor kick Gorgo's ass a little bit. You know, like just
Belphegor looks like the bad guy. Like he looks more evil than the Arethyr does to me.
Yeah,
like he seems like he should be in charge.
Yeah, I should make a video where Belphegor is just kicking Arethyr's ass. Like, that's my horse, bitch.
Well, let me ask you this, Jared. Do you like the Demistros figure too? Because the same head sculpt.
Yeah, I mean Demistros is awesome. I like the green head that we got with the exclusive one.
Yeah.
But the bone head is honestly really, really good. That color works really well on that figure.
That bone head is.
I kind of forget about him sometimes, honestly, and I'm not really sure why. It's a great figure.
Now that bone color, does that match the typical?
No, I haven't tried it. The standard.
That's me wanting to go try that. I'm like, is Belphegor going to match?
So many of them.
Probably not.
I would say it probably doesn't match exactly, but it'd probably be like
a lot of times everything's close enough that you can
get away with it.
Yeah.
Make it
put a scarf around it and break the two tones up or something.
Get it up enough, and then you don't notice it unless they're right next to each other.
True.
Nice. What are your top 5 favorite Legions figures? Give it to us 5 down to 1, and why for each one, if you would, good sir.
This is kind of a tough question.
Yes.
That's not even kind of. It's a very tough question. There's just too many damn figures now.
It's getting
Thistlethorn is 5.
Whoa, Jesse.
Thistlethorn.
Jesse. Did you hear that, Jesse?
My only regret is that I did not get a ton of him, but it's mostly just the head. Like really just the head that I really like is the body is just, one of the goblin bodies. But
well, what do you think of the Frost Fuzz Monk that just came out?
I am very much interested in that stuff. Yes. Especially at like that size too.
Were you able to get a Fuzz Monk at PowerCon that year when they had a case of them?
Yeah.
So you must have been up close enough to get one.
I was pretty close. Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know why I felt compelled to be up there, but I was.
I think they only had 24, so
I think it was one box. Yeah.
Yeah, they went quick.
So I mean, I have 2 or 3 of him, and
nice.
Next is Vorgus, the original one.
The original.
Not that I don't like the second one. I just think even though the first one is 100% that same body that we saw a million times, that color scheme on those parts just works. And it's that and the story behind it too. The story for that, well, it's not a character, I guess, but that suit of armor, I think makes it infinitely cooler than if it was just some dude.
Yeah. And
like it's a thing. It's an entity inside of that. That is the armor itself. It's just cool.
I'm trying to think, Jared, wasn't that the first fan exclusive or whatever they called it back then?
That's the one where like people helped to figure out what it was going to look like. And
fan vote or whatever.
And then it obviously was popular enough. It got an All-Stars figure and then it got a V2. Yeah. And I like the version 2, but I like the original one. I think I like it better just because it's the original.
I have the All-Star version that glows in the black light.
Yeah, that's the difference. It's got different paint applications on it, so it stands out.
I wanted that one. That's kind of the one I wanted, but because I bought it and didn't even think of if it had a white tag on it from back in the day or not.
The twist tie. Yeah,
the old original twist tie.
The Telltale twist tie. Yeah.
I tell the story how I cussed some guy out on eBay one time because I bought an Unkin, and when it came, his sharp helmet poked through the plastic.
Oh.
And I'm like, dude, he's not strapped down. And the guy's like, I bought it. And it was funny because he lived in California, and he said he bought it at PowerCon in California. And he goes, it's been sitting in my closet for a few years. Like, I bought it that way. And I'm thinking, you opened it, dude, and didn't put the. And it wasn't until later when I realized, I'm like, someone was like, oh no, the original ones all came like that. They had one white strap. And I'm like,
Yeah, I didn't know. Yeah.
I feel like a complete ass because I fucking
What a jerk.
And what a jerk I was.
What a loser screaming some guy over an action figure.
I still gave him a positive. I just said that I felt like the item was open. So he's still got
5, but he's a piece of shit. Yeah.
I'm like,
how can he do this to me?
The guy's a douche.
Where am I at? Number 3. We're getting off track.
Yeah, three it is.
Number 3 is Belphegor. We'll go back to demonic stuff, whatever you want to call it. I mean, it's another one. I just like the way he looks, like that head sculpt and the paint on the head sculpt, like the blue highlights on the red skin. Awesome. And again, he looks more evil than like the main bad guy to me. So I just sort of was gravitated to him. I've got his test shot, and
ooh, that's cool.
When they did the sale for that wave, for the Arethyr wave, that was the only thing I was interested in, was getting his test shot.
Nice. And that was number 3?
That was number 3. Number 2 is Keltis.
Oh, yes. Oh, I think
he's
had to have a
probably like the best skeleton. He's not the newest body or all that stuff, but he comes with so much stuff.
Everything.
So much. You can do the Havoc staff with that extra helmet, which is just ingenious. How that works.
Right there, baby.
There we go.
Oh, look, Mike's got one with the white strap on it.
Well, this is Coliseum, so apparently they used white straps with this, or maybe they didn't. I don't know. But he's never been opened. This guy, he sits up on him and Adamon that's never been opened. Those were the figures that got me in.
Some of the PowerCon figure I got, it had a white strap, but it wasn't across his chest. It was like a little lower. And I guess someone said that came that way. That they actually came that way. Like they weren't.
That seems a little suspect.
And that's what I said. That's why.
But I don't remember at this point. That was too long ago.
Yeah. So, but I mean, he could have not been lying.
Yeah, I'm just a sucker for the colored skeletons. Really, that's all it is.
Yes. I remember on your reviews you said that. Now, let me ask you this: do you think we'll get other colored skeletons? And what?
I'm not holding my breath at this point. I feel like we're moving away from that kind of stuff.
Yeah,
which is fine.
Yeah.
What's that? Number 2, number 1. Number one is probably, it's like the kind of the odd one out because a lot of them are old. But number 1 right now, and this this could change right as soon as we get off this stream. But number 1 right now is Gideon Heaven's Brand version 2.
Oh, nice.
Beautiful.
I just there's so much about that figure that is so well done from top to bottom. Every aspect of him is like an example of where this line is going. He is like the poster child figure for me of where this line goes right now. All that articulation, the sculpt on all of his armor, the way they did the soft goods for his for the shirt piece, the head sculpts, the paint job on the factory head sculpt like that, insane.
Shield.
The sword, I mean, getting an updated Heaven's Brand, because that's arguably one of the rarest weapons in the line is that original one. And I'm not even a huge knight guy. Like I like them, but I don't gravitate towards them. But Gideon blew me away. He was the first one I opened when I got Necronominus. Even though I'm a skeleton guy, it's like I had to see a new knight, and it's just amazing.
Yeah, he got put to the front of my display when I was putting them in. He's up front because he demands respect.
I mean, I usually gravitate towards like the evil figures and bad guys, but But that I love that figure. It's so good.
Very good.
I got mine up on Bishop. Is that his horse, Bishop?
Yeah.
Bishop. Yeah, I have him up on Bishop, kind of in a stoic pose. And then I have the original one, kind of like with Etheron back there on my display. Yeah, what a list, man. And you know what's great about that list, Jared? No 2.0 figure made it on it. This is
I'm not a 2.0 hater, but I do love 1.0 better.
Yeah. I
I
agree.
just do. I prefer 1.0. That's it.
I can't wait for 1.0 females. I mean, we got Vorga.
We've got Vorga.
When we get Rising Suns in, getting I can't think of her name.
Neve.
She looks great. Very ready for those.
Yep, she sure does. Okay, brother. This is it's gonna start getting pretty damn steamy here. I take it you really turned it up for this next question.
Yeah, it's hot. I'm sweating. I'm sweating my dick off.
I feel the heat coming off Jared onto me. So hold on here.
I need a frost troll right about now. You know what I'm saying?
It's breath, man. We'll help you out, brother.
I need it. You know what? I should start bringing a frost troll on the show. There we go.
What are your top 3 least favorite Legions figures? 3 to 1, and why? Yeah, baby.
The first one, or 3, whatever we want to call it, is Xylona.
Yeah, she sounds like this too. Okay,
I like the character. I like the idea, but it's kind of at this point it's a boring figure compared to everything else. Like it's just it just doesn't do it for me. The female body on that works okay, but the head sculpt is you can't do much with her.
No,
and she desperately just needs a V2, which obviously we're getting, but she just needs a V2. I think they could do a much better Xylona now than when they were kind of, well, I guess, stuck in the initial batch of female parts.
Do you think Xylona would be the same color?
They'd probably give a similar color scheme.
Or would you throw some browns on her? Throw some real deer colors on her, you know?
I could see them going maybe a little bit more real world.
Yeah. Maybe like a younger version of her.
Because I really like the idea, but I don't really care for the figure itself.
Gotcha.
Not that it's bad. It's kind of at this point.
2.0 female demons, yeah.
What next one? Next one is not one figure, and this will piss people off. But you could just put most dwarves in the second spot, and I don't care.
Wow,
like that's the race I don't care about. I do not care about dwarves. I just don't care.
So when I mentioned dwarf gold feet, you were like, "Screw those feet."
I'll still buy any of them. Like it's not like I don't get them. Obviously, it's just they don't wow me as much. I really like Jorund Rune Shaper.
Oh yeah,
because he's so different from a lot. It's mostly because he's got such a weird color scheme, and he's like a sorcerer dwarf. He's not.
He's a beautiful figure.
He is.
They just don't do it for me, and I don't really know why. They just some of them have articulation challenges when it comes to the heads. Some that have, like, if you got a beard, you can't move. Like Bromden, he can't move his head at all because his beard goes down to his balls or whatever. So, and that's fine. He looks good, but I'm just not a big dwarf guy. And I know there's a lot of dwarf folks in the cabal, but
there we go. Rob, I'm with you, Jared. They do nothing for me.
There are a few that I do like, but they'd still be like way down on the list. Like I like Valgard because he's different, but he's also really rare, and that's probably a big reason why I like him, because he's an expensive figure.
I'm
just not a dwarf guy.
I love Coliseum Wave. Why can't I think of his name?
Oh, Halmir.
Halmir.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's a cool one.
Yep.
the Gimli, the Gimli of the mythics.
Yeah,
But I don't, I like what's weird is I don't really care for dwarves, but I really like gonks, the goblin, the dwarf body
Gonks are
goblin.
cool.
I really like gonks, and I think it's just because he's kind of different from the rest. He's
Rusty.
fatter. He's got that rusty color
Yeah.
scheme, and he's got that unique head sculpt.
Yep.
Or well, I guess it was unique at the time.
It was, yeah.
Yeah, but he was different, so it's like, yeah, I like that one. Yeah, dwarfs not my thing.
Number one.
No hate to anybody that likes dwarves.
True. Kings under the mountain, forgive them.
Sure, have fun under your mountain. That's fine. I just want to be there.
The skeletons are coming, you bastards.
And let's see, number one. This is probably the easiest question because I knew exactly what number one was going to be immediately.
Oh,
Freya
boy.
Deadhall, easily my least favorite figure in the entire line.
Freya.
I don't care for her at all.
The Valkyrie or whatever.
Yeah, and I think most of it is just because at the time she came out, she didn't fit in the line to me. She was different from everything else. There was not a single figure that had like a Viking leaning towards it. And she, for some reason, did. And now we've obviously kind of started getting that kind of stuff. Yeah. So maybe I'll have a little bit of more appreciation for her when we get some other stuff. But I don't know. I don't care for her. I don't like her head sculpt. I don't like a lot about that figure really, but I think it was mostly because she just didn't seem to fit.
Well, doesn't she have? Is that head sculpt the one that's on the She-Ra tribute?
She-Ra, yeah, She-Ra's head.
And isn't that like a mega resting bitch face?
Yeah, she looks really angry.
Yeah,
and she's just sort of like shit. I got to be here. Yeah, she's like, it just never did it for me. It's just something about that figure just didn't seem. I mean, it's fine. Like it's a fine figure. There's nothing inherently wrong with it, but something about it just seemed weird to me, and like she didn't fit specifically in that way because she's an Advent of Decay figure. She doesn't fit with the rest of those figures at all, and she's just so different.
What I like about her, why I think I'm drawn to her, is because she has Broder's swirly pauldrons up front.
She's got them all, yeah.
Her boob area. So she's. See, I'm from Bjorngard, so she's my kind of gal. I'm.
Yes.
One of the hardy gals of Bjorngard, yeah.
Those swirls, I see the swirls, and I just got to go to them.
The metallic love pillows.
The metallic love pillows.
Awesome. Dude. Okay, Jared. Next question. If the Horsemen would make a tribute figure in honor of the Toybro, what parts would it use? What would it look like?
Well, for the longest time, I said I wanted to know if this happened because people have asked me. Obviously they do this stuff. They obviously do this stuff. And I've always said, like, it would just be something simple like an orange skeleton. Yes, because I've said for years that's my favorite thing. It's obviously like a signature color for me. And, the more I think about it, the more I don't think they would ever do that because it just doesn't seem like up to standard now. To me anyway, it would have to be something more. But maybe, something along the lines of like something in like the Necronominus or the All-Star 6-Wave where they have not necessarily just all bones, but, some armor parts and things like that.
Now that we know that gold skeletons are actually angels, maybe a stained orange skeleton may mean something in the toy review tribute bio.
I actually made a custom orange skeleton, and I made like a small little backstory for it whenever I posted it. I'm like, the mark, it was something like along the lines like the markings on these bones must indicate that this person in their past life had a shitload of toys or something, and that's what it was, or action figures or something. But the only other one that I would really want is if they did something would be to do an orange demon figure.
Oh, nice.
They would have to have orange on it. Just otherwise, I mean, I think it would have to.
The orange demon seems like something that's possible. Like that's like that. Just sounds like
I think the orange skeleton's very possible.
Orange skeleton would be cool too. But like I said, they would have to.
Like I said, that kind of gravitate towards the skeleton because I'm a sucker for the skeletons that have colored bones. I just really like it.
Yeah.
Scaphoid and Celtus and Clavian and
all they do,
whoever else I'm forgetting.
Yeah. Jeremy just has to come up with a cool thing to make why your skeleton bones are orange, and he just mix it into the bio, and it's beautiful. It's beautiful. Jeremy, are you listening?
I think you hit them all, Jared. Gold.
Yeah, there's not that many.
Yeah, the gold skeleton, and then those three, I think, are your your four multicolors.
Jeremy says, "Got to complete the demon rainbow." That's right. That's right.
Yeah, the demon rainbow. Yeah.
Yeah, because there's also really not a lot of orange in the line either until Waltor's figure came out. There really wasn't, and his figure was obviously 100% orange except for the head.
Think about this, okay? If they would come out with an orange skeleton, and let's say it had different color armor on it and stuff like that, as a tribute to Toybro, when he's reviewing that thing, you would just see armor.
See, I have thought about that also. I'm like, if they were to do something like that, how would I actually film it? Because I'd have to do a review, obviously.
Yes. Oh,
I'd have to do something. It's like it's just going to blend in. So I'd have to do something else for it.
You would have to. It would have to be black background or something crazy like.
I would make something work to be able to do that. Yeah. That's like like I said earlier, the rare orange figure always throws me for a loop.
Yeah.
Orange on orange does not work.
What was the one orange AWOC figure at PowerCon that year? The gorilla.
Was that the Beastman tribute?
Yeah, it was a Beastman tribute.
Yeah,
right?
Yep. Yeah.
And that
it was the big gorilla dude. Yeah.
Yeah. Did you do a review on that guy?
No. I think I did a review on the regular gorilla, so I didn't really feel the need to do both because it's the same thing.
Because see, that one had some orange on. I could have thrown you for a loop. Oh my god, what did hold on, I gotta go back here. What did he say? Jonathan. Where did I see Jonathan? Jonathan said something funny.
What did he say? Tanger is the name. Tanger.
That's it, Tanger.
Tanger.
Did I go back too far?
So yeah, Jonathan got him. So the last hot seat question is probably the hottest out of all of them. What is it? Which tribute figure is your favorite? Broder of Bjorngar with his massive, wonderful metallic love pillow, pauldrons, or Emir Kaspar / Scapular the Crypt Breaker 2?
This is such a stupid question. You're making me do this. It's Scapular.
I had it ready. Sorry. Well, Mike,
my Facebook profile picture, for Christ's sake.
Yeah, I was going to say, Mike, it's his Facebook profile picture, if you weren't aware. So
I did not know.
I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm buying multiples of both, but one's a skeleton and one's not.
Yes. Brad.
Thought I had.
Sorry.
Putting me on a list now? What are you doing? There you go.
Oh, I can't. Well, you can't see that.
That's not going to work.
Yeah.
I'd have to look it up right now.
Oh, you're gonna look it up? Yeah, it's him standing in front of your one of one at the show.
In the lobby. Yeah.
Okay.
Which I worked.
That's my thing now. Every Legion's Con, I change my Facebook profile picture with a statue.
I noticed that. Yeah, you had the other ones there. I
did Oleg Thygar the year before. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Oh God, you look. My show. Yeah.
There we go.
I was gonna say, I think my brightness was up very high on mine, so.
Although I will have to say, Scapular and I are jealous because we have no hair whatsoever, and you do. But
I mean,
Sometimes you
I
lose
do.
out.
Brad's got a little.
I just shave it. That's all. It's back here. You can't see that's missing.
Oh boy. Nice. That is the hot seat, my friend. You have made it through, and is everything still intact? Nothing
I feel
got
like
in.
I'm good. Yeah,
Okay,
Yeah.
I made it through. That was
Good.
harrowing.
good. Then retro rags, flame retardant undies came through in a pinch. Good, good, good. Tanger. So the next part of the show, we are going to go to questions from everybody in the chat. If you guys have questions for Jared, aka Toybro, hit us up now. But I get to ask the first question, and I believe I know the answer to this question. Growing up, what toy lines were the most influential on you? And I think I know the one toy line that's going to be the biggie.
There's definitely a few. He-Man Motu is obviously up there, right? Like I think it's pretty obvious. Thundercats was the one though. At least when I was really little. And He-Man started before I was born, so
Yeah.
I had, Motu was like on its way out by the time I was like really old enough to have action figures. Where like I wouldn't eat the accessories and choke and die. So Thundercats was newer because it started in like '86, and then Turtles was next. So like I had those were the three when I was a kid. So
Okay.
Motu and Thundercats started it off, and then Turtles sort of took everything because it ran for the longest, and it picked up when those two were done basically. But like I didn't, so I didn't really have like the experience of like buying He-Man toys in a store really. Like I don't remember any of that. We got a lot of my stuff like secondhand,
That's how I
yard
was.
sales and shit like that. But I do remember, going to a store and buying Thundercats, and I definitely remember going to stores and buying Turtles.
Yes.
So those are the ones that definitely stuck with me the most. And then, before the first time I stopped collecting, Power Rangers would have been the other one. When I was more, of age, I guess I was 9 when Power Rangers started. So, or 8 maybe. So that kind of took over for me.
I think you and Brad are similar in age. What year were you born, Jared?
84.
84. When were you born, Brad?
I'm 82.
2. Yeah.
I'm the same age as my wife. She's born 84. So we're
Oh,
close.
like I remember all of the 80s stuff, but I didn't experience all of it in that way.
Well, that was like me. I loved G.I. Joe, but I barely watched cartoons. I was more like, give me the action figures. Like I
was the other way. I never had a single G.I. Joe as a kid, but I watched the hell out of the show. Never had one.
Yeah, see, I was like, I don't want to watch a show. I'd rather go upstairs and play with them, to be honest. And I was like,
I think it was more that like my parents probably just couldn't do another toy line. Like you're getting all these damn Turtles and stuff. You don't need G.I. Joes.
My mom worked at Acme Clicks. I don't know if you've heard of Acme. It's a store, but they still have a few around here. She worked there, man, and every now and then they'd have a sale or something. I remember my mom bringing home those carded Turtles, and it was like the best thing ever to get.
Yes.
That turtle was like, and I remember
that was the line that I had the most of as a kid. Like in terms of like the big vintage lines, that was the one, and I still got it.
Yeah, Turtles was. Yeah, I got the vintage one.
That was like, my grandma would have one for me every time I came to visit.
Yeah, it's kind of how my mom
that was like that was just it. I had all of it. Technodrome, the lair, all the stupid weird ass vehicles. Of course I stopped before all the really rare stuff now, but that's the way it goes.
Yeah, we were at PowerCon and whatever. What's the stupid one? The Scratch.
Yeah,
that goes for like $2,000 or $3,000.
He's not even that rare. He just has like the hype around him. He's not as rare as people make him seem, but he still commands a lot because people want him.
I must have got out before then because I had no idea who he was. I don't remember nothing about him, and I'm like, what?
I didn't know he existed until I was an adult.
Yeah, and I'm like, I must have got out of that before I watched that episode. I guess I don't remember him.
I don't think he was ever in the show. I think he was a toy only figure.
Just the toy, yeah. And then we were there, and me and Mike are laughing because the guy had like $2,600 on this one. And then later on, Hal was there, and Hal's like, "Yeah, I bought that one or got it." Remember?
And I'm like, "Whoa, dude!"
And I'm like, "You bought that? Like, holy shit!"
Yeah. I'm like, "Wow, must have been rare." Good lord!
Oh my god! Hedgehog Jonathan says, "What's in your pile of loot?" That is
dude, this is gonna be a good question.
Let me look. I don't know.
Oh, yes, that's what we want. We need access to the BBTS. We want to see how many
What
boxes
is in there? There's not much in there right now.
I used to have a lot. I skimmed through some.
It's a bunch of import shit right now. Some Dragon Ball Z figures.
Okay.
Storm Arena.
All right.
Ken from Street Fighter.
Okay.
A 1/6 Magneto figure.
Whoa.
That I may or may not cancel.
Yeah, that's part
because I don't need it.
Yeah, that's part.
And a Gundam model kit. That's it. Not much right now. I shipped it. I shipped one recently, so
that's not bad at all.
I used to let them pile up, like literally pile them up, and like it got to, and it's. I'm going to sound like an idiot when I say this, but for a time I really enjoyed getting like these massive boxes from Big Bad Toy Store.
Yeah.
Like I would let everything pile up, and it would be like a 40-pound box or some stupid nonsense. And when I was gone for Legions Con 2022, one of those arrived. Like I thought it was going to arrive before I left, and it didn't. It arrived the day I left. So it arrived, and it was two giant boxes that both weighed like 30 pounds. I have never opened them. I've never opened them. At this point, like I know, I don't even know what's in some of them. I know one.
Oh my god!
I know one has a lot of Alithia figures in it, like a lot of Alithia Wave Legions. Okay. But I don't know. I could go check because you can see what the shipments are in your account. But I don't. At this point, I'm just waiting, and like I'm gonna do like something where I open it like a time capsule or something.
Oh,
but it's literally like two giant boxes. They're like 3 feet long by 1.5 feet tall, just filled with shit.
That's crazy.
They're sitting in a storage unit right now.
I still don't know how they get away with shipping for $4. It's insane. Whatever.
Yeah, I didn't open that because my wife had to deal with those boxes when I came back. So I'm like, let's just put those aside for now. And then I just never got around to them. And then like other stuff came in, and then I forgot about them for a bit. I piled stuff on top of them in the basement, and then they just sat there. And then I realized what they were, that I had not actually sealed something in this box, and that I was missing like 50 action figures. It's probably more than that, honestly. There is at least one of, if not two, of every Alithia figure in those boxes for sure.
Nice.
Which I don't at all need at this point. So they may just go to the Cabal in some fashion. I don't need them.
At this point, those are pretty rare figures. The Alithia.
Yeah, all of that stuff is dried up by now.
Yeah. Long dried up.
It's probably just a bunch of mooses if I with my luck. I really don't know.
I would have to say that was probably not ordered a lot of.
Yeah, Alder goes for some
There's probably not a lot of those in the wild.
Yeah, it cracks me up. This cat is huge.
Whoa, dude.
Billy.
Nice.
That is a big cat.
Yeah, he's a
chunker.
Yes.
That's Big Billy. He weighs like 20 pounds. He's a big guy. Okay, let me go here. Dusty Stanford. What is your favorite piece in your collection? What is the Grail piece that's missing? That's missing?
Favorite piece in my collection. I mean, it probably could change on any given day, but Cat's Lair is a big one. I know it's literally a big one.
Oh yeah,
it's kind of the centerpiece.
Very big one.
I've one thing that's kind of like a it's not an action figure per se. It does move, but it's a big vinyl Power Rangers Megazord. It's like 16 inches tall. It's incredibly rare. It was made to order in Japan like 10 years ago. That thing's kind of a favorite, something I don't intend to ever get rid of unless I really need to. As far as something that's missing, I don't know that I have anything that's truly missing. Maybe, you know, I could go back and say like something vintage maybe, but I don't do a lot of vintage stuff anymore. And I've gotten to the point where I don't try to complete vintage lines because I know it's kind of diminishing returns. I'm going to spend a shitload of money on something that I may not really care that much about just to try to be complete on something. So I try to get away from that.
Yeah.
I don't think there's anything like Legions related that I could say. Cause I mean, I've got a lot of stupid rare Legion stuff too. I've got the whole line. I've got test shots. I've got the retailer sword that they sent out. Like I've got one of those.
Ooh.
I forgot about that.
Yeah.
The gold plated sword horseman. I've got one of those.
I
got it from a buddy who runs a store. So, but yeah, I don't know that I really have like a grail. There's not one thing that I'm like always on the lookout for, which maybe not the greatest answer, but that's the answer.
Nice. Let's see. Curtis Ackerman. My question is for Jared. Do you know Toybro? Van introduced me to him. Really cool guy.
We've not met. Van's going to introduce me at Legion's Con.
Curtis, there you are. That's your answer. You're going to have to wait until November. David Luton, the Penman. What's your ideal Figure Obscura 2? Or no, what's your ideal Figure Obscura 2 ideal Infinity Legions collab?
I would really like, and I'm not even sure how you would accomplish this or how it would factor into the line. I would like some sort of chupacabra thing in the Figure Obscura. It might have to be like, you know, some sort of cryptid sort of creature.
Okay.
Yeah, I can't wait till they get into that cryptozoology.
Like I don't know. It maybe along the lines of like, you know, how they did Belualith, where she comes with like a bunch of little critters.
Yeah.
But do something that's like based. I mean, it's obviously not based in reality, but stuff that people think they've seen, or these weird, you know, cryptid creatures and things like that, which it's not really a literary thing. It doesn't tie in some in that way, but that's not what everything's going to be. Something like that. I'm usually really wrong about Figure Obscura stuff, so I also don't think about them too hard. But like more, you know, I would like to see more mythology kind of stuff, like they did with Sun Wukong, but you know, different mythologies. Obviously, they did the same thing for Egyptian gods, so maybe something, you know, more along the lines of, you know, like Roman or Greek gods in some way. Those are a lot of like regular guys, but obviously they'd have to, you know, maybe specific looks, specific soft goods, and the stories behind them. But I mean, as far as Infinite Legions, I honestly don't know for that side of things. I really don't know, and it's not trying to give a non-answer, but the way that they've kind of framed this, I don't know a lot of the subject matter that could be an Infinite Legion.
Yeah, I agree.
You know, when I think, you know, I've had discussions with people about this, and they throw out like Spawn or something. I'm like, no, that's not what this is going to be. You're never going to see something like that built into Legions. It's just not going to happen. You're not going to get a Marvel Comics Mythic Legions. You know, that's not going to happen. And I don't know that I have enough smaller creators kind of on the radar to even know where to start. Which is kind of great because I don't know what I'm looking for, and I'm gonna assume it's gonna be cool. Like the Glyos stuff. I know I'm aware of Glyos, and I've been aware of it for a long time because people used to post about it on the He-Man.org forums way back in the day. So I knew what those were at the time, but I don't buy that stuff. But that Faden figure looks absolutely amazing. And I have no real frame of reference beyond it's a cool looking figure. So that's kind of where it is.
Figure obscura.
Yeah, there we
Jersey
go.
Devil.
A Jersey Devil figure obscura would be awesome.
I mean, they've been wanting that for a while, so I mean, let's. I'd like to see that.
But like, cryptozoology, cryptid kind of stuff would be really neat. And it would just play up a different side of it. It's not just, a figure. It could be, a beast pack of some kind or, stuff like that.
Yeah, that's cool. With the Infinite Legions, I mean, who knows? Who really knows? I think it's cool. But yeah, I would do. You know what would be cool? And they should do this. They should just do it. Collab with Savage Crucible. Squash everything that's going on.
Watch the beef.
Bust the beef. Just collect. You're gonna see them at the cons. They were right across from one another at the one con, and I can't think of what state it was. So it's like, let's just silence everybody and just do a collab together. There you go. I said it. Whatever it is, barbarians. Hey, how about this? Why doesn't Eric and what's his name, Robert, come together and make the ultimate lizard person? Come on.
I don't think that's going to happen.
Oh, I don't think so either.
I am not. I'm not confident in that suggestion.
I'm gaslighting everybody right now. Look, I'm just blowing smoke up everyone's ass.
I actually have 2 Savage Crucible figures. I just got both of the Fresettas. I got the Warrior with the ball and chain. I got it in hand, and of course, I ordered the Death Dealer.
So Legions with bed.
They don't have toes anymore, do they?
Oh man!
They stopped doing that.
John, that was great. That was great. Good job.
I think he replaced the feet.
He did. From what I hear, I guess he did make it right.
They sent out feet. I never swapped them on mine. I just left them the way they were. So I've just got a bag of feet somewhere in the house. That sounds weird.
I mean, some people were saying they were fine.
Mine were. Like, I didn't really have a problem with them.
Yeah.
But I didn't review a lot of those. But when I did review, I know a lot of people would comment like about the feet. Like either I was glossing over it or I'm like, they just were fine. Like I didn't have a problem. Maybe it is a problem, but it wasn't on the one I was doing.
Like Cyborg from the Cosmic Wave. Everybody was saying how his leg was breaking, and I got mine home, and it was like,
oh, Canox? Yeah, I've never had a problem with mine. The only thing I didn't like about him was how heavy his mace was.
Oh yeah, because his arms, it's like
thing weighs as much as the figure does, so you can't really hold it up well.
Yeah, like that wrist is.
But yeah, mine's been fine. I've never had a problem with them.
Yeah,
I've got a few, and they were all okay.
Yeah, I think I had to. There were certain poses I couldn't do with him because if I did, I'd come back later and like it would. Yeah, so I had to kind of like change it up. But then you do this, and then it would go back that way.
And then he falls over and takes out half your shelf.
He did do. I had to put him in the back. I did. I had to prop him up against the glass. That's what I did.
Does Rob Zamora Beaver?
Oh,
you just survive a night out with Delphina and Hadriana.
And do you
think?
I don't know how to answer that question. That sounds like a great night.
Oh my God, that would be a great night.
Oh, wow.
So are you okay with Hadriana, but you don't like Faustia?
Well, no. Delphina's my.
Yeah, Delphina's his.
Delphina's great. She's one of the best female figures.
The only thing that would make Delphina better is to have a threesome with another mythic chick. You see what I'm saying? So that would be.
Adriana's pretty nice.
But Justin Bieber, oh, come on. He doesn't know. He doesn't deserve Delphina.
No. He doesn't deserve the opportunity.
Yeah.
Canada.
The only guy in Mythos that deserves Delphina's lips is the only skeleton that has smacked up on.
Dude, just because you were over mooching on Artemis
silver cord and stole that kiss, baby, when you have no lips. That's who, Justin. So why don't you go back to your pitiful little music and do whatever you do. Isn't he married to Haley's? I forget one of the actors. I forget their names. Anyway. Yeah.
I could see Justin totally backing out of this one. I can totally see it. He can't handle it.
He couldn't handle it.
He couldn't handle it.
He could not handle it. He couldn't even handle Hadriana.
No.
Good Lord. Hey, you know what, Justin? We're going to give you Vorga. Go to town on him, Vorga. Go to town on him.
I don't think he'd survive that.
Yeah.
That sounds like a rough night.
I'm from Bjorngard, man. She's going to straight kick your ass.
Did you see her walking into the bedroom, pulling up her big gun, going, take him off. Take him off.
I got a feeling Justin's getting pegged that night. Oh, boy.
Oh shit.
That
Now, action figure girl had a question.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Jared, did you love seeing Cat's Lair up close? You never left its side at Power.
I really was around that damn thing so much that year.
That was cool to see all those. NECA had all those previews too that they had, like the van and the sewers that they had.
Yeah, because that was right after the Cat's Lair crowdfund went up. So it was, I think it was still funding during that PowerCon.
I think you're right. Yeah,
I think you are.
I remember
right.
I was talking to Brian Flynn at that one of many times, and he said there's some guy that came up to him and kept bragging about how he had ordered 3 Cat's Lairs, one for each like wing of his house.
Jeez,
like, dude, get the fuck out of here! All right,
wow.
Okay,
well, you would have to have a lot of space.
We get it. Either you're lying or you have a shitload of money. Thank you.
And that thing was massive. I mean, massive.
Eduardo, Eddie. Question: how often do you reset your shelves? That's a good question.
Well, I mean, I'm currently trying to do that now, but it doesn't happen that often. Mostly just because there's so much. So what I'm really trying to do right now is trying to like flip how I've got it. Possibly I'm trying to plan it out. Like right now it's shelving along all the walls and the cases are in the center and it's 2 rows of 5 back to back. So I'm currently toying around with the no pun intended, of putting the cases on 2 opposing walls and putting shelving, like shelves in the middle with a giant top. So I can have all of my big play sets in one big area. But I don't know if I'm going to actually do that or not.
JD Gibson asks, any place I can pick up Toybro stickers?
I've had people ask for so long, and I've just never even attempted to do anything like that. Because I don't really have a logo of any kind. So I've been thinking about it, but I haven't put as much effort or thought into it as I probably should have up until this point.
Gotcha. You look
Mark
more
says,
like
you look more like a Lady Averona kind of guy. Get the impression you like the bad girls. I think she's kind of hot, but
I could go for that one. Yeah.
Yeah. It could be the red eyes.
She's got the dark eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, she's got those red eyes. You know when your wife's pissed off at you, but she still looks cute, and then she looks at you all pissed off, but like you're like, dude, she looks hot, but like she's ready to rip my face off.
Dude, Brad, pull up another comment. Scapular sword, when you pull up a comment, looks like an extension of Jared's shelf.
Oh,
my eyes.
Oh my God, it does.
It does. It almost looks like
it really does, doesn't it?
Picture is part of your room.
It's just like right off the edge there.
Yeah.
That's like almost too perfect.
Here at the Legion's Lair, we do a lot of editing.
This was all planned.
This was all planned.
We set this up well in advance.
Oh, Exaria. You know
Exaria. Oh, he likes the bad girls.
Yeah, I think Eddie likes the bad girls.
She would definitely keep the bed warm.
I heard Zaria likes the Latino men, you know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Eddie Nice is in trouble.
Yeah.
In trouble.
She's gonna grab that staff and boo, put a spell on you.
Wow.
That's not what I thought you were going to say, honestly.
Oh yeah, I was gonna go. I can't go too sick. I mean, if this was my wife's gonna kill me podcast, we would, but we always can. But good times. Mike, when we had Travis on, we weren't on YouTube, were we? I don't think we were. We were still on.
I can't remember if we were on you.
I think we were.
I think we
we
were.
were. I think we played real nice when Travis was on, but we had a kick-ass time. But I think there was some time.
We read the bios.
Oh yeah, that's right.
It was the bio reading night.
What did he say? Latino heat, love, eternal heat.
Eddie's gonna give the heat back to Zarya.
Dude, I'm loving this.
You like the demons, Jared. What do you think of them making a female 1.0 demon?
I'm all for it. Let's do it.
That's what Stephanie was trying to say. She said 2.0, but she meant to say 1.0. Because I was thinking, well, we do have a 2.0. We have one, but maybe more. But yeah, 1.0.
I just want to see a lot more 1.0 females.
Yeah. Well, they have the
I'm
buff.
fine with what we've gotten, but I think 1.0 is gonna. I think, especially with what we've seen, they're just gonna blow them out of the water. Like,
yeah.
Yep. I agree.
I would like to see them make more 1.0 females so that maybe down the road I can transform all my 2.0 females into 1.0s. You know, they all get the little Arnold beefcake workout, and they all pump a little iron. They wake up at 4 o'clock in the morning. They do strict diets, no pops, no candies, no sugars, no Cocoa Pops, no Lucky Charms. You want to be like the rum shaker, not the rum shaper, the rum shaker.
So, Brad, what would Arnold do if he had a night with Delphina and Hadriana? What would he say?
First, Arnold would come in and I'd say, respectfully, Delphina, my dude, Michael, he likes you. So I'm not Catsville. I can't do it. Sorry. Not doing it tonight. Not happening. Adriana, you better bend over, lady, because Big Daddy is coming, bro. There's coming, baby. He's coming. He's going to pump oil. I come oil all night long. I'm like a machine, cybernetic organism, transmitted through time through human tissue, goddamn you. You love it. I'm going to study it more for Legion's Con. You come see me in the lobby. Tell me everything you need to know. Look at it.
Oh, man. Well, we are at the 2 hour.
That's right, Rob. I would look for the first maid I could find and sleep with her. I would impregnate her so that years later, look at my magnificent son. Look at them. He is magnificent.
Oh man.
Ogre housekeeper.
Jesus.
Oh, man.
Freaking love it. Love it.
Well, we are at the 2 hour mark.
I'm sweating.
You guys, I think that's a show, man. It was amazing. What do we have next week, my friend?
Well, normally 2 weeks from now, I'll just say 2 weeks from now is going to be August 19th, 7 o'clock, season 4, episode 17. I guess will be Dwayne and Stevie Stone from Destination Stone. But
what?
Next week, we're having a special show.
Damn.
We are doing our 100th episode special. So next Tuesday, we are actually going to be doing our 100th. People have sent us videos. Anybody that would like to send us a video, if you're a super fan, you like to watch, send us a video. and we'll put it on the air. We've already gotten a few, so we'll be playing that. We'll probably be talking about past guests, past things. Maybe we'll bring some people on, talk. Who knows? I mean, we'll do whatever we need to do to have a 100th episode. Yeah, we're gonna have a good time.
Nice. Yeah, and those videos, if you're gonna send them in, get them to Brad within the next week, because the more videos we have, the better it's gonna be.
Yeah. So yeah, if you want to make a 1 minute video, 2 minute video, 30-second video, 5-second video, whatever, send it. I'll play it. Even if you hate us and you want to give us hate stuff,
it's just a quick video. Eat shit. That's all it is.
Yeah, we will play that as well. We'll play that well. We'll make fun of you afterwards and roast you, and then we'll have fun. Good times. Love it. So yeah, next week you'll see us. Anything else until then?
That's it. We just
so what you're saying is Jared is episode 99.
I'm honored. I'm glad this was the grand design, obviously, to have me as the lead up to the 100th. And
yes,
you know, I'm really happy for you to have me on here. It's great. It's great for everybody.
It is great for everybody. We appreciate it.
We couldn't have been more thrilled to have you on. What a great episode. Thank you so very much for coming on, my friend.
Of course, there was not a chance in hell I was going to say no. So,
the number one rule is it?
Stay cool.
But
the number one rule, Hedgehog, should be titties, 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 and then the number 2 rule should be
cool.
Stay cool.
Yeah. All right. Until next time, people. Until next week. See ya. Cabal Baval.
Cool.